Just Quanning and I. All right, let's go.
Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a big video announcement. We have a VC-backed meme coin, which has been talked about for several weeks. They are the only women-led team in Web3 that we know of, at least any this size that's this big. They had the privilege of launching yesterday, and a bunch of us got to watch as history was made. Everyone has been asking the last several weeks, what is the ticker going to be? Well, it's going to be TBALL. That in itself, again, it's in the title, can probably be made a meme of. Now, we have the interview with the team over here. Come ask us anything. Conning, Jenny, how you doing today?
Very good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. I am just recovering from San Diego Comic-Con. I got my water, got my snacks. Haven't drank alcohol in a couple days. I'm feeling good.
It's good for you.
Well, I mean, look at me for lacking sleep. I think I look pretty damn good for not having enough sleep. That must means bullish for TBALL, right?
100%.
Bullish. Anyway,
Bullish AF.
hi everyone. I heard there might be some tough questions today, but we're ready. Oh, but by the way, Cams and Michelle will join us probably 30 minutes later or 45 minutes later. Cams has another project that she has to finish up. Michelle is personal something happening where she's at, and so she is going to come in. So we're gonna start with Quanning and I, and let's roll it.
All right, let's get this bread. Little hey from the fam, Bill Gardner, Omar Kasaje, Idea Supply Chain. We love them all. We have so this has been coming for several months. Obviously, we've been covering it the last month and a half, 2 months, but this is a pretty big one. Similar to performers that up until leading up to the performance, whether they're actors, whether they're fighters, athletes, whatever, they tend to get a little nervous. But then, as that red light comes on, as the curtain opens, that bell rings, showtime starts, and they're in their zone. How are your feelings leading up to the launch, and then how did you feel post-launch?
Quanning, you want to say first, and then I'll back you. I always gonna do that. I don't have to say that. They're always gonna go first, and I will always gonna back them.
Sure. Thank you, Jenny, for that. So to be honest, before launch, I think I lost a lot of sleep. The entire team is actually, and especially Jenny, because she was late with dev, and then like everybody discussed back and forth. And then leading a dev team is really tough. And the dev team, you need to speak the language that understand. And then you also need to communicate with the team, which is the founders like us. So big shout out to Jenny. And then after that, I still feel unreal, seeing all the candles and the ups and downs. That was interesting, just like very, very unreal. And besides that, of course, we put out a really substantial research paper, right? And Randy, I am not sure if you have read it, but I know you're a big fan of science and then not like intellectual stuff. So I think that is the one for you. And memecoin, there's not so many research out there fully analyzed, right? Sometimes people say memecoin is not. Sometimes people say memecoin you cannot analyze it, but sometimes maybe you could, right? Who knows? And we are here to change something, flip the scripts. So
change the course of history.
Yeah,
there you go.
exactly.
I say not only flipping the script, but changing the course of history with a meme coin. So sorry, Quanning. Go ahead, continue.
No, who have guessed that, right? Yeah, so there's a part actually in this entire research paper, and then of course we put a lot of time and effort into it. And one part that really stood out, and I'm not sure if Jenny feel okay to share that publicly, because the entire team feels like this kind of information I would say just like very relevant and also privileged to have, not just for Terrible, right? For the entire crypto space. So Jenny, I don't know if you think it's okay to share that about DEX, SEX, and centralized
What?
exchange, and centralized exchange, and pay to pay, and a lot of those things. If you feel comfortable. Yeah.
Okay. So now this is the part where my own team is putting me on a spot, right?
With the
But as I've shared, right? Anything asked, there will be a response. But let me answer Randy's first question. How do I feel? Um, Super bullish, because at the end of the day, we are the only meme coin docs team, unlike all the other ones where you got to deal with a PFP. So you can't really see if they're dying, if they're, whatever, but you see us, full transparency on live air 2 to 3 times a week talking about our project, TBALL. And do you see us picture a flower? You know how when it doesn't have enough water, it start to quivel, and then it's got, there's an emoji of a rose and it goes like that, right? I
Yeah.
love emoji, so I probably memorize all of the emojis out there. So there's a beautiful rose, okay, and then there's a rose that's literally dying and it kind of go down like that.
Yeah.
We're not like that. We're that beautiful rose. So that tells you that we're not stressed. We know exactly what we're doing. We're all in it with TBALL. Our community is growing, and it's a nonstop, and we barely launched just yesterday. Is today the 30th? Okay, so
Today
Yes.
is
yesterday was the
the
29th. Oh, we
Yep.
launched the night of the 28th. That's why I kept on getting confused up here. So, but Randy, it's all good. But before I answer, Kuan Ning, you're the host, so I want to give the mic right back to you. How was your weekend? You can ask us anything you want, and
Yeah.
then I will eventually answer Kuan Ning's question.
Uh, well, Jason Pena, thank you for being a member. Say, Randy, you survived because there was a question of survivability. There was a delays with aircraft. There was running, and then there was buying of lots of daddy sodas, adult beverages, and
Oh,
it was insane. It was an insane couple of days, but I survived. We're good. I'm treating my body well with water. I'm gonna go on a. I have to go shopping. I don't think I can go to the gym today, but I can do some cardio though.
Mm,
That's good. Um,
cool.
and I guess you had a question to answer before I kept going.
Actually, if you don't mind,
Mhm.
I've been busy all day. I just saw the stock market. The Dow is, I mean, the Nasdaq is down 245 points. Give me 2 minutes. I gotta place a big order, a buy right here on live. See,
Yeah.
besides crypto, I got a fund to run. Yeah, I've been writing way too much checks. I gotta make money, and so they say that you buy when there's a bloodbath. There's a
Hmm.
bloodbath right now, and I have 45 minutes before the stock market closes. So I gotta do some buy. So you guys do your thing. I'm right
Okay.
here. I gotta go to my fund and buy right now. So this is how
Okay.
crazy my life is. Quanning knows. That's why she's just laughing. But this is real life stuff. Okay, so
All
give me
right.
two
So
minutes. I just gotta play some trades.
go
And
go.
if they're buy trades, I'm not gonna tell you guys what I'm gonna buy, but I'm buying in this bloodbath right now.
So so Kwanning,
yeah.
there has been. You guys were talking about um, glass ceilings before, and you were talking about being different. There was, if anyone remembers Saved by the Bell, I don't know if you're too young for that. Um,
I don't know
Really
what.
good show. There was there's a newer show called My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, and they took a couple of the characters from Saved by the Bell and kind of based the ponies after them. One of the bigger complaints from the old show was that Lisa Turtle, which she bought things. She was up and up on the high end fashion, but it was never hers. She was the one that always buy it. Then you had Rarity over in My Little Pony, was the one that wasn't always just at the forefront of fashion. She was the one making it. She was the one doing all these deals, designing all the clothes. When we talk about Tetherball and just this team in general, how did you know to, because you guys are all crazy intelligent, how did you know to make your own as opposed to just buying the latest trend? Like there's a bunch of stuff you guys could have easily made money on, whether it was Pepe, it was Brett, a bunch of these other meme coins. We have the cat coming in strong. The decision to make your own and to be the rarity and not the Lisa Turtle, where did that come about? Why do all the work yourself when you could let someone else do the work?
You mean creating the product itself, or why don't we just go out trading and then instead of that we create our own meme coin, right?
Yeah, similar to what Jenny's doing right now, taking what she knows about markets, about human psychology, about earnings calls, and saying, okay, this is undervalued, blood in the streets, let's just go and buy it. Would have been easier as opposed to stressing yourself out for a couple months and saying like, oh, hey, let's not get a lot of sleep for the next 8 weeks.
I mean, is that fun though?
I bought it. I'm done. I bought it. I'm in.
Nice. Congratulations, dipping time.
I gotta make more money on my wealth fund to fund Tetherball. So live on screen, you guys are seeing it.
Yeah, you had a.
Oh, thank you. Big
yeah.
Okay.
$9 million market cap is no joke.
Is it 9? Did it drop?
Yeah,
it was supposed to be almost 10 million.
Yeah,
did it drop with the stock market?
Yeah, the stock market's kind of bringing everything down. So be advised, it's not just Tetherball. If you go in,
okay,
and you
Lord.
if you go in and take a look over the last 24 hours, Bitcoin's down 3%, Ethereum's down 1.3, BNB down, Solana itself is down 5%. So just as stuff like in general goes down, it'll take the other stuff down with it, which is something I wanted to ask you, Jen.
So transparency. Since 7 o'clock last night, I slept like a baby. All the way, the girls know, the ladies know, all the way through. I woke up at 7 o'clock. There was a bunch of messages. I answered the ones that were most important. And then there was one about my wealth fund that I had to go to that meeting, and I told the ladies, and then that meeting lasts till like literally I walk into the door and then I hop onto, I changed the shirt, of course, because I gotta wear black on video. And then that was it. So I have not been checking Bitcoin or even my Tetherball, our Tetherball, or anything. So I got to concentrate back on my wealth fund right now. There's a lot of money in it. And so here I am. But Randy, go ahead. Pop the questions.
Okay. So in Star Wars, the name of the last movie was like the rise of Skywalker, whereas something in the dark side rises, so will something on the light side. That's just the yin and yang of the Force. Or the wills of the Force, as some call it. Yesterday, my friend Morgan had posted, lesson learned, don't fall asleep ever, as one of her meme coins on Solana was down about $250,000. So as something falls,
$250,000?
Yeah, down
like $250,000?
239,000. So almost down about 91.96%.
You know what, Randy? Tell your friend, she or he, they're in the wrong coin, girl.
Yeah, she
wrong
was.
Coin.
She's made some good calls, but that was not one of them, or at least not selling at that time. Anyway, as something falls on Solana, something else might rise, which we hope will be Tetherball. Obviously, you have many meme coins, whether it's on Base, whether it's on ETH, or whether it's on Solana. What is the first catalyst that'll make Tetherball rise? What's the first thing that's coming up? Is it going to be whales that can finally buy because they can finally trade? Is it going to be an announcement? Something else?
Wow, this question is actually even harder than the one Quan Ning asked me. Maybe I should go back to Quan Ning's question.
You can do anything.
Hey, Omar. But I'm just kidding. I will answer everything. Now, ladies and gentlemen, hi, Omar. No, I'm not the boss. I'm just a backer. The ladies are the ladies. Hi, Sean. The ladies are the bosses. But sometimes they're just reserved in answering some of the questions, right? So then they all look at me and then they all say, Jenny can answer it. So it sounds like that I'm the boss, but nah, I'm not the boss. I've been a boss all my life. Trust me. It's the last thing that I wanted to do. I don't want to be a CEO. I don't want to be a boss. I just want to have fun. And this meme is although I haven't had a lot of sleep, but I've been having a lot of fun. But let's get back to Randy's question first. Um, yes, Wes. Did you just wake up just like me? Oh my God. Like I just woke up today and like what's going on? But anyway, Randy. So for Tether Ball to go up, obviously, no, it has nothing to do with institution because as we've said so since day one, and I know your live is recorded. So I would love to keep this as um a souvenir that when it does happen, we will go back on your YouTube and search out this video here. Because what we have been saying since June 28th that we went soft launch to July 28th that the ticker went live, there has nothing that we've said or gave a clue. We may not say it, but it's on Twitter and it's a clue from the price. A lot of people doubted us about why is our meme coin doesn't have a lot of zeros. And actually, one of those is your buddy friend. I don't want to mention his name. He might be shy, but we know who he is. I think you're going on and a trip to Asia with him. There. I know you have a
Mhm.
lot of friends,
Yep.
Randy. So by saying that, you know exactly who. And if he's listening, he knows that that's him too as well. He was one of the ones that he signed an NDA and we went through the math with him. He still had doubt. He still did not believe that how can that be that you're a meme coin and that you don't have a lot of zeros, right? So we've proven that. We only had 1 0. Okay. So back to your question. The reason why we've been saying that we want to flip the script, and we have been, but I just said something else. I like that better. I don't like flipping the script anymore. What did I say, Kwan Ning? Changing?
Build
No, not change.
build differently. Revolution.
No, no, I said something else. But anyway,
Okay.
I'm gonna review this video. I'm gonna use that what I said. See, sometimes it comes out and it just so good, and sometimes I don't even remember what I said. Okay, so which is weird. Um, so you know, we wanted to be different. While everybody hopes that the institution would come in, we love it for institution to come in, but not at this early stage. Okay. At this early stage, we wanted the retailers, the little people to come in because by the time that the institution come in, that you would make money. So if you wanted to exit then, you could exit. Because keep in mind, all three ladies and myself, even though wealth wise, everybody may think that Jenny is wealthy, but I built that wealth for 20 years. Okay. I was raised very poor. So therefore, I'm not on the institutional side. I call it the little people. If that's just a nickname, please don't anybody think of it anything else. You're not little. You could be a 6 feet tall guy, but I still call you little because little meaning financial aspect. Like you don't, you don't buy things in six figure or whatever. So that's what I mean by little people. But there's no disrespect there. Okay. There's no disrespect at all. Because at one time in my life, I was a little person. Okay. I was super poor. Okay. So if you know that about me and about this team, then you will know how genuine we are. So about the part about institution, let me give you a case study, Randy. I know you guys love case study, then just talk, right? Bitcoin. When Bitcoin started out 15 years ago, there were no institution. It's a matter of fact, institution call it a scam and a fraud. Just like some people might call TBALL a scam and a fraud. We haven't scammed anybody. Did we scam anybody? No, we haven't scammed anybody. Okay. Are we a fraud? Definitely not. Who did we defraud? Okay. So it's on a decentralized exchange. So we're just, if I'm going to give a clue, this is the first time we're saying it. If this team is going to give a clue, the path of we're taking forward, it would be a duplicate of Bitcoin. Okay? Meaning grassroots, small buyers at the beginning. Okay? If you own 10,000, if you have 10,000 TBALL, please go buy yourself a pizza. I'll send you a pizza. Okay? Do the same thing. I would love it because there's going to be a meme there. Okay? Take 10,000 TBALL and go buy yourself a pizza or get some Taco Bell. Change course. Okay? So to answer your question, Randy, is that no, we don't want institution right now, and I'm not looking for it. We're not looking for it. Do we want buyers? Yes, of course. I would be lying if we don't want buyers. Who do we want buyers? We want the little guys, like the ones who want to put out $100, $200, 500, 1,000, because at the end of the day, if institution are coming in, they're going to jack up the price right now immediately. Okay. But then you got to keep in mind, if they buy it, they're going to sell it. So they're going to dump it on retailers. So that's the last thing that I want is for institution to make more money from our TBALL than that of the regular retailers, which are the little people. Because, we want the little people to make money. It's a free game. It's a free market. If you in, you make money, or you could lose money, right? Depending when you buy, when you sell. But if you're not in, like on Wall Street, here's a funny thing. Watch, I'm gonna make Kuan Ning laugh again. She always laughs at my jokes. My jokes are not really jokes. My jokes are actually funny, right? And it's based upon real life. So on Wall Street, there's this thing, and Randy, you probably heard of this. There's this thing they said, you can be a bull because it's bullish, right? Or you can be a bear because it's bearish and you could go short. But don't ever, ever be a pig. That's a fact. I'm not making that up. Okay. So a pig meaning that you're sitting out in the sideline. You just look at the bulls and you're looking at the bears. You say, oh, you guys are idiots. You guys are this and that. But at least the bulls and the bears are in the market and they're doing something with their money. Yes, they can make money. They could lose money. But at least they're doing something. Right. But versus the pigs were never going to go anywhere far. Okay. You're sitting out on the curb. You're just looking at people doing stuff. It's just like you're getting on Instagram and you see Kuan Ning's Instagram pages and she's traveling all over the world. And then you're the pig and you look at her page, say, oh, I could go there. I could go to South Korea. I could go to, I don't know. She travels so many. I lost touch, right? I can't keep,
South
keep
Korea.
up with her. Yeah. South Korea, So you see, so my point is, from what I've learned on Wall Street, if you guys believe that is correct, because it didn't come from me. Don't say, oh, Jenny just making up shit. It's not. Google it. Google it. Okay. Be a bull or be a bear. Don't be a pig. Just don't be a pig. Okay. So I hope I answered that question. Randy, I'll get back to you, Kuan Ning. I still remember the question, but we're just gonna warm things up. I can't believe it. It's already 25 minutes.
Oh yeah. We time flies and we're having fun. What says TBALL is the next Bitcoin? It is
we wrote an analytical research paper on that, and we did compare ourselves with Bitcoin. So if you really want to know the facts and the truth, and we love rebuttal, go read the research paper and let us know.
It's like a peer review,
Exactly. Randy?
Yeah. So on the Big A's comments, says Tetherball's around $9 million market cap, which is bigger than Definity. I know I'm a big holder in that, so I know what the trading volume is like and what that could do for this. We had somebody buy like $30,000 the other day in a couple different buy orders, and it pumped at like 25%. So how do you go and keep it from being really volatile? Like, do you guys go and say like, hey, we already have, at some point later this week, like we already have 50,000 trading volume that's pumped us so much. How do you keep from it going really volatile? Or does that volatility bring in swing traders and you're just like, hey, whatever happens, happens?
Well, hi, Michelle.
I made it. What I miss? All the excitement.
All the excitement. Yeah, we're just at the fun part.
Randy.
But feel free to blend in Michelle whenever you're able. But Randy, well, hopefully everybody knows by now that I'm a trader. I was a former market maker. So when it comes to volatility, traders love it because volatility brings in liquidity. Okay, so if you really think about that, so never ever afraid of volatility. Volatility brings in liquidity. Okay, so we're gonna go much deeper today. And we wanted to share a quick agenda in between our live stream with Randy today, which we have about another 1.5 hours. We're gonna plug in when cams come in. The winners of the contest, Cams, Quanding, and Michelle, they've been taking care of that. And so they make the call on that. I've seen a lot of great video memes this time, and so I know we're gonna have some great winners. Quick update for the community: we are still behind of sending you your tether balls. But you're a long-term holder anyway, right? You're a holder. You don't need it right away. You don't need it right away. You can wait. Okay. So we promise to do it probably through this weekend. The ladies and I, we don't want to make any mistakes. We don't want to send you way too many tether balls, and then we will have to ask you to send it back. But we know you're not going to send it back because you're just going to take it and run, right? So we do have a lot of wallets that we need to drop. For the ones that I think is on top of my Twitter before I went to sleep last night, that someone was asking about why do we only have 16 holders, And I said, hello, people. So, sometimes Quanning did say, she tweeted, tell me what was your tweet? There's something about between here and here. There's only like 5 centimeters.
Yeah.
Say it, Quanning.
Doesn't always
Michelle,
connect.
I know you know.
Yeah.
What
the
is it?
The battle is between 5.5 inches between your ears.
Exactly. So Twitter people, unless you do it intentionally because you're just a hater, and I talk about haters yesterday.
Or
But
lazy.
please, God gave each of us that tiny little part right there between your eyes, your above your eyes, just use it before you tweet, please. Okay. All you got to do is look at our airdrop wallet, which has been sitting there public for 3 weeks now. You take that, you go to SoScan, and then you can see the history of all of the other wallets that has been dropping us SOL. Then you look at those wallets to see if they have any tether balls in it, and the answer will be no. So if we haven't sent anybody tether balls, how would they be included in the 16 wallets that own tether ball? You get what I'm saying? It makes zero sense. I mean, and for me to have to read these tweets, and I said, no wonder in 15 years, crypto is still stuck below 7%. Now, if we use this little, 5.5 inches?
Yeah,
Funny.
or organ. You
never-
can just say organ. Yeah.
Organ, okay, right there. Then maybe it's just better, right? I mean, so anyway. So give us through this weekend because we have private private investors we have to send to. That's our private sale. We got to take care of them first because they're bigger. Okay. Then we're going to take care of the airdrops, the wallets, and then we're going to take care of our ambassadors. And you notice I've never said anything about us taking care of us. We will add all of our phantom wallets on our website, and you will see it that none of our wallets will have any tether balls. So that we've also flipped the script on that too. That unlike all of the other meme coins, they wallet themselves first, whereas the ladies and I are taking care of you first.
We're last.
We're last.
We're last.
Okay. So for all of the haters out there, when you drop something that's hate, don't blame the ladies and I. And as of last night, because our interns on TBALL, they're getting stressed out too with all of these things. So we gave them permission now that the TBALL account has the permission to block. We don't need to deal, again, you know what? We don't need to deal with shit. We don't need to deal with shit. So we know that the people who are giving us shit, they don't own any tether balls. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because the communities, the one who's owning the tether ball, they're not going to give a shit because they have skin in the game. They're not going to give a shit if they have any question. They're going to ask us very politely in privately. We give them an answer. And if we see anything that is good, we will say, you know what, that's a good question. We're going to answer this in public so everybody would know. So, things like that.
Have you seen that, Randy? Have you seen that? It's not a meme. It's an actual video on Twitter of a guy in Miami. He's got this Lamborghini or this Corvette in front of this girl, and they have an altercation. And he gets out of his car and he goes up to her, uses his elbow and comes down on her side. And everyone's like, they're making memes of this, like kapow, cook a chow, like he's knocking off the mirror. That Jenny's talking about that they're gonna do and block people on our. They're gonna use
the Shawn Michaels.
I have never.
Elbow.
When you went like that, I thought of it. I was like, oh, he's gonna take them out.
I have never seen that meme, by the way. Now I'm tempted. I'm curious. I want to go see that.
And it's all over on Twitter. It's hysterical. The guy loses his head and he just takes out that girl's side mirror.
Oh, I can't believe I haven't seen that. I mean, I've been busy. San Diego Comic-Con was wild, but yeah, I love stuff like that. Anything with the Shawn Michaels elbow drop is amazing.
He put his whole body into it. Like he just came right on down on it. It just happened yesterday or the day before. So you probably missed it because,
Yeah, I gotta take a look. I gotta bring my meme game up to speed. One of the memes I thought of is because it's the ticker symbol is TBALL, is like someone taking a bat to a tetherball, they're like, oh, T-ball, and then tetherball being really angry, being like, I'm not a T-ball.
I'm not. Oh my god. Well, Randy, I wanted to say you were actually in my backyard, San Diego. So now you know, right? We held it back from you, because we wanted to surprise everybody. So you did not know that we surprised everybody with the listing, but now you know. So I didn't want to disrespect you. Say, well, Jenny knew I'm in San Diego. She doesn't even bother to come down and see me. I would love to, but now you see, I barely had any sleep. Yeah. And that's to give the people out there still DM me about asking me out and stuff. Stop. Don't. I got no time. Okay. Don't. That's why I haven't been responding to you. So you could stop DMing me. It just doesn't work. And now it start triggering to WhatsApp too, because I think my number got leaked or something. But anyway.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. When your number gets out there, getting all cuffed. Me too.
Yeah. Did I answer your question, Randy, or did I not?
What was the original question that I had?
Exactly.
I forget too.
Something about illiquidity, or I think something about how
Star Wars.
We know to keep about volatility. Yeah, the volatility question.
Oh, yeah. Because I mean, like Omar says, what about people that open a bunch of different wallets, buy as much as possible, and then because you can manipulate it so where you have some big whale could come in, be like, all right, the layman person won't see a bunch of wallets, but then they see, 500 wallets. That's a 30x increase in wallets in like 3 hours. They'll think it's exploding. They'll get people to ape in, and then they dump. How do you go and combat the manipulators?
The honest truth really is we can't. We're not God, and I'm not going to be here and say anything that presume that I'm God. I know a lot of people in crypto world, they do that. And that's another thing that we're here to flip the script. We're going to tell you things as is, either you like it or not, okay? And that's one of the things is either you are a stock or either you are a crypto that you are publicly listed. You are out of control, okay? But there's always a but, okay? But we're different than other crypto, okay? Because of the decentralized and the centralized exchanges. So this is the part I'm gonna go answer Quan Ning's question. It's gonna be some part. It's gonna be raw, and I'm gonna say raw. Okay, it might be difficult to hear because at the end of the day, a lot of the folks, especially from the Bitcoin maxis and stuff, they've been trying to keep this within their own circle, and they don't let it out for retailers to understand. Such as the coin that I know you're a part of, Randy.
I'm part of a bunch
Are
of coins.
you? Oh, you're on a bunch of coins. So let's talk
Coin master.
Let's talk about the Omni coin.
Omi, yes, Omi.
Omni. Are they just on DEX or are they also on SEX?
They're on a couple. I think the most recent one was MEXC, but I have a list I can give y'all. So obviously they have they're just on those DEX tools, Uniswap, PancakeSwap, but they are currently on OKX, Uniswap, MEXC, Gate.io, BitGet, Bitmart, and Ascendex. And they were on Bit4X before Bit4X had that whole shutdown thing.
Okay. So without asking any more, by you giving me that list, I recognize a few of them. And one of them is Bitmark. Bitmark is centralized, and I do know for a fact that the Omni token had to pay them a fee to get listed. 1000%. And there's no one. Go ahead.
Yeah, that one. So the Gate.io, BitGet, Bitmart, and Ascendex are all centralized exchanges, but either Ascendex or BitGet, one of them they just renegade listed. So and that could happen to Tetherball as well. Like there'll be some things that'll just happen where, it'll be like that scene in Fight Club. Like, oh, I thought you started the one in Vancouver. I thought you started the one in Vancouver. Like it just happened on its own. Like it'll just list. There'll be no permission. So that'll happen to Tetherball as well. But I'm sorry. What was your point before?
Okay. So what you were saying, how I would say it is, some market makers, some centralized market makers, they will volunteer to list. That's the terminologies for it. Just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin never paid any centralized exchanges, but Bitcoin got on Coinbase. Bitcoin probably got on every single centralized exchanges there is, from Binance, from Kraken, from Gemini, from Robinhood, from Coinbase, right? And that's just a few. But Satoshi Nakamoto never had to pay 50,000 to get on, 100,000 to get on. But I know for a fact that Bitmark, there is absolutely no way that you will get on without paying for it. And we wrote about that part on our paper, and it's called pay to play. Pay to play is you pay them and they will make a market for you. But like I've shared before, everything on the planet in human being nature, everything has a pro and a con. A pro and a con. There is nothing Nothing. Even love has a pro and a con. Okay. Everything.
We've
Okay.
talked about that.
So,
Yes.
exactly. So most crypto, most crypto or token creators, let's call them that, they don't understand the in-depthness of the con. They only see that because they see it because it's been touted by other people on Twitter that if you get on more centralized exchanges, it's good for you. So they just pay and go on. It's good for you. It's actually not wrong. It is good for you. Only if you don't pay to play. They will list you the same way that they listed Bitcoin. You do not give them a bag. You don't give them a bag of your tokens for their inventory. I can go further into this, okay? But I'm going to leave it as that because, we can offer master classes on this. I was a former market maker. I work with market makers that's in crypto, okay? In crypto, okay? So let's get back to Quaning's. Is when we're joint famous? Okay.
I don't know
Quaning's
what that.
question, okay, is that
Person wants you bad, Randy.
decentralized and centralized exchange. So Quaning wanted me to share a scoop that I've shared with the ladies. Okay. And if she asked me if I could share that scoop, I guess I will. And here is that scoop. And it's going to probably shock a lot of people, except for the people who have been bought, who have been bought. They either work for them, so they got to keep their mouth shut. They have some kind of a line of business with them, so they got to keep their mouth shut. Okay. So, but you know what? I'm going to squeal it. I love squealing things. I don't know. I'm docs. I'm not behind a PFP. So I love squealing things. So here's the thing. To the Bitcoin maxis out there, if you believe that Tether stablecoin loves your Bitcoin and they're holding it, you're totally mistaken. Coinbase, they are your exchange. You think that they love your Bitcoin and that they're holding it, you're also mistaken. All of the other exchanges out there, like Kraken, they all in the forefront. They play a game for you to believe that Bitcoin is king. But let me give you an example. And the Tether people can call me out that I'm fudding. Okay? But you know what? You still haven't had your audits done. So you can't call anybody out for fudding you at all. You're touting that you're at $114 billion now. That's not your money. That's the people's money. So if it's the people's money, and if you respect the people, give them an audit. And if you can't give them an audit, don't be giving me this attestation every single month. That is just like, that's just like I would go to Michelle or Quaning's home and they cook me a meal, and Michelle would cook like a really yummy Italian dish. Name something, Michelle. What are you gonna cook me?
Oh gosh.
Just name something. I'm hungry right now. There you go. So I would ask Michelle, and Quaning, think of a dish you're gonna cook for me because I'm gonna go to you next. Okay. So Michelle's gonna cook me that chicken cacciatore, right? And so I said,
Yes.
"Oh my God, Michelle, this is so good. I could
Right.
eat plates after plates after plates. So what's in it?" And if Michelle were to give a full audit, she would give me the entire ingredients. That I would take that ingredients home and I could make it pretty much close to what she made. But instead, probably not. But instead, she gives me this thing called a monthly attestation that Paolo always tweeted out. And so what attestation for that analogy is, she said, oh, yeah, I'll give it to you, Jenny. It's nothing. All it is just made out of chicken. Of course,
Yeah,
there's chicken
pork
in it.
ingredients.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying? So, but the thing about it is, we're talking about this Italian dish, okay? We're not talking about $114 billion of the people's money. There's a difference, okay? So before you go and you call anyone a shitcoin or anyone is fudding you, take care of yourself first, okay? Before you do that. Now, I'm not done. I'm going to go to Coinbase right now, okay? Coinbase is the same thing. And you guys know the people at Tether and Coinbase, you're probably going to hate me. And you know what? To be frank, I honestly don't care, because you're not paying my bills, right? You're certainly not helping with anything. You're not funding any women-led founded projects, right? You're keeping yourself within this little circle of yours that it's like a cult, okay? That you keep all the secrets in there, but the thing about it is, there are very few people like me who know things in depth, okay? And so, for example, Coinbase, do you think they really care about Bitcoin? Or do you think Brian Armstrong is going to sell every Bitcoin there is because he actually makes more money in his stock called Coinbase?
Hmm.
Okay? Think about that. Again, like Huaning said, use this little part here. Don't call me a FUD. Okay? It's just common sense. Use this little part here, and then you will wake up and smell the coffee. Okay? So for the people out there who are lucky enough to have seen this live with the real Randy, he's not fake, people, he's real, okay? The real Randy Chavez show, then take it as something lucky that you get to hear this. And if you dig deeper, I'm not sure how deep you want to go, you're gonna learn that what I'm sharing today are facts. Okay? They don't care about your Bitcoin. What they care is the bottom line benefiting them. Them as in Binance. You think Binance love your Bitcoin? F no. He rather sell your Bitcoin to keep his BNB, okay, afloat, than to sell his BNB and buy Bitcoin. You guys just need to learn so much. The same thing with Tether, the same thing with Coinbase, the same thing with Kraken, okay? If you are a little person owning one Bitcoin, two Bitcoins, and you think, no, I'm going to go to Wall Street now. You think BlackRock loves your Bitcoin? I'm not just saying crypto. I'm also going to say my own field, Wall Street, BlackRock, Fidelity, State Street. Okay. You guys think they love your Bitcoin? Hell no. I actually know their plan. Yes, they are accumulating Bitcoin, but you have zero idea what they're going to do with it when they're done accumulating your Bitcoin. Okay. Zero idea. Okay. So that's just part one of Quaning's question. I still have a part two, but I'm going to stop there because I got to calm myself down.
I missed the question. What was
I
the,
leak too
did
much
that happen
scoops.
before I
leak too
came?
much
Yeah,
scoops.
so I was, Michelle, do you remember that in some of our private conversation, and then Jenny was talking about something that she knows, and then back then she said like probably shouldn't. We were still learning, right? Back then in the learning phase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
and then
Quaning just
today,
basically asked me if I can share that public. So I kind of did.
Oh, there you
yeah.
go. That's right.
Mhm.
We learned some new stuff. Yeah, I was wondering if the question
It's called scoops. Well, in the media, Michelle, right? We get scoops all the time.
all the
right?
time. Yeah.
Yeah, and because of my sources, and my sources is very deep inside. They just don't know who I know. That's the
But
thing.
Jenny, this time you are more emotional, so I'm like, that's
I'm more
actually
emotional,
good.
really? I think
more
because you
Randy brings it out in her, I think.
right no, and I think because because Kwan Ning kind of know me the most, so she could tell if I'm emotional or not. But I don't think the world. So don't say that.
Okay,
I
it's
don't
not
think the
emotional.
world could tell. Right? I don't think the world could tell. But I'm cool if I'm
Passionate.
emotional. I'm a human being.
Yeah.
Passionate. Passionate. I think is
Passionate.
better than emotional. Okay,
Passionate.
gotcha. But I will share Kwan Ning's part 2 answer in a bit. I do, Omar. I do have a lot of passion. I do have a lot of passion.
And from passion comes success, right?
Right.
We all know that whatever we're usually passionate about, we make it happen. We work really hard at it, and then it becomes successful.
Yeah, you could be talented at something. You could have a desire to do something, or at least get the end result. But if you don't have that passion, if you don't have that will or drive, you're likely not going to be successful unless you get like super lucky.
That's right. Yeah. Super lucky, which can happen sometimes, but
Yeah. The speaking of the exchanges, I don't know if y'all remember a couple of years ago now, whenever Terra Luna collapsed. It was before FTX. It was back in like April, May of 22, where BlackRock and Citadel borrowed like 100,000 Bitcoin from like Gemini. At least according to their loan book, they swapped like 25K of that into UST, and it was all done like behind the scenes in anticipation of like the attack. Do you guys remember Terra Luna with Do Kwon?
Oh
Yes,
yeah, I
of
was
course.
there. I remember.
I was at
Oh,
CoinDesk.
Where were you guys?
Mhm.
Like,
Word
what
on
were y'all
that.
doing when that was happening?
Well, I was at CoinDesk, so we were reporting on it. Kind of a lot of live stuff in the real moment. Like we were writing about it, and we had shows about it. So, yeah, it was pretty crazy. A lot of opinions and having people on our shows talking about it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I remember at the time. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Randy. Go ahead,
Yep.
Randy.
Oh, it's just like at the time, they called up Do Kwon at Terra Foundation and said they wanted to sell a bunch of Bitcoin for UST, and it was a large trade. They didn't want to move the price, they didn't want to move the market, and they just asked if
I know about that too. Yes.
the big attack, like the setup.
It's
The setup, yeah.
It's you can either use a black
Possible.
market or underground, which they do move Bitcoins underground
Mhm.
within all of the big firms. I'm aware of that. Yeah. What about that, Randy?
It was just, I don't know, it was just brought up in conversation. It was interesting, just how you said, like, do you think Binance or Coinbase care about your Bitcoin? And it's like, okay, do you think BlackRock and Citadel? It could have been Do Kwon just happened to be the patsy. It could have been anyone else that they wanted to go and take a huge chunk of UST, thus lowering the liquidity.
Right.
And then when they dumped all of it, all the Bitcoin UST caused a massive slippage, triggering a bunch of forced selling of both of the assets. That's how you can take something that was, I think, the number 5 crypto, like the stable coin at the time, and have it go crazy down. If that were to happen to someone with Tether, so I know you got obviously the meme coin of Tetherball, for both good and bad for Tether. Things will be, you guys have memes for it. Is that too far? Is that too much if that were to happen with Tether? Is that something that you guys are like, there's no memes for world-ending crises like these? Or it's like, no, we have a complete folder for that. We're ready to go.
Oh no, we have a team that could do memes for anything. Like if there's a good news that dropped today, we're probably gonna drop good memes because our memes are based upon factual, right? We've shared with the community. We don't want any fake news types of of memes on Tether, even though I've just shared some scoops there. So our memes creators, they will keep an eye out on news on Tether either way. But again, for us to say memeing on Tether alone, yes, Paolo, we love you in Tether, but you're not the only entity that we can meme, right? We can also meme, and we put it out there. We meme Messi, we memes Kwaning's Beckham. I always say that 'cause she always talk about Beckham. So I call him Kwaning's Beckham. I like Messi, okay?
Oh, Beckham's
So
old school hot. He's always been hot.
he's
So
he's
like,
super
and
hot.
he's still hot. He's
He's
super
very
still
hot.
hot. Like, yeah.
Totally.
Hugh
Yeah.
Jackman.
Good choice, Kwanning. Like he's
Yeah.
just he even ages into hotness. Sorry, Randy, but
Totally.
yeah, like it
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Messi's
take no
cute.
offense to that.
Messi's cute, but Beckham's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Both
only
are.
only if his like voice can
Yeah,
be
was it a
different.
little more deeper? It's like we want to look at you but don't talk, right? Is that what you're saying? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
In the voice.
Exactly. Dave said exactly. I know Dave in real life. So
Hey, Dave.
he says at the end of the world
Joseph,
will
my friend.
absolutely be memes no matter how it happens. Yeah, memes are memes, so but in our community we wanted to meme things either fun, so it's not factual. But when you meme tether, especially bad or good, you want to make sure that it's based upon relevant news. So we don't want people to come back and say all of our memes are make believes. It's not make believes. All of our memes are fun, but they're based upon good or bad news. Either they found on Bloomberg, Fortune, Forbes, etc., etc. But Randy, I wanted to intervene a little bit because I saw, how you 3 hours ago you sent out, hey everyone, at 3 p.m. I'll be going on live, blah blah blah. So here we go again. So in the comments, there's this guy named Marco. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna show him on the air. That's Marco. Okay, so he's a PFP. He's a PFP. Okay, he's not like us. He doesn't show his face, but
Oh,
for
okay. I see.
a fake guy like that, he dares to call someone else with full credential docs a scam. Quanning has never scammed anyone. Neither has Michelle. Neither has Cams nor I. And I've been in so many projects. Okay, who did we scam? So here he is. He said, "Have okay, first of all, Marco, if you're gonna tweet, use that part right here. Make sure your English is correct, okay? Because I'm reading word for word of what you're saying right now, and you know what? It kind of doesn't make sense. So, he said, have the scene, have the scene, SEEN, the wallets, 16 holders, 9M MCAP. You must be joking. This is the biggest scam out there. Okay. So, Marco, I'm going to talk to you right now. First and foremost, these wallets you listed, you did not even watch our live yesterday. We explained that. So I'm not going to waste one more second of our time to explain it again. You need to go watch our live yesterday on Cam's and Michelle's live. Hi, Cam's. Cam, I'm still trying to get rid of haters, Cams. That's all we're at right now. So this dude that's behind a PFP calling us a scammer. So, but anyway, we shared this yesterday, Marco, and you know what? We know you're not a part of the community. Okay, if you're a part of the community and you have some tetherball, it's more fair for you to call us a scammer because you have evidence, right? That we scam you. And then you could tweet that out. Oh, I hold tetherball. Here's my wallet. I own some. And so the lady scammed me because that would be more relevant. But who are you behind a PFP to call us out when you didn't even listen to what we share about the wallets that we split the total supply of 888 right on wine, wealth and wine, which belongs to Cam's and Michelle's live space yesterday. What the reason why we did, Randy, you were away. So I just wanted to put that out there, and I still haven't shared part two of of Quanning yet, but welcome, Cams, and we're on a second half, so let's go there. And if there's time, I will share another part two answer of the Quanning question. But Tetherball, you can block that guy named Marco. You have
I
my
already did.
permission.
I
You
would have
write it.
before.
Okay.
I just didn't know. I didn't look at the comments. I had other stuff going on, so I didn't get a chance to look at that. If I did, I would have blocked them immediately.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, you can't pass us because you know why? Not only just Markle, but I'm going to put this out there, okay? If any one of the ladies and I are tainted, meaning that we scam people, then yes, you can say things because we're already tainted. Our blood is already tainted with Dracula. So we could be Dracula, okay? But at the end of the day, our blood are clean. We're not tainted. So it doesn't matter if you say that we're Draculas. The honest truth is we're not, and people will know that. Okay? So don't even go there because we're going to call you out one by one. This project is hard work, intellectually hard work by these ladies and myself, and we're adamant to flip the script not only in meme coins but in the crypto culture, and we're going to bring out master classes and education, and we're going to give you the scoops that you may not have heard before because they've been held by all of these elites in the cryptoverse, and they bought out a lot of people, and that's the part that I don't like. But anyway, Cams, welcome, and your cute little babies.
Oh, I listened in a little bit, but y'all know I have a day job. What's up, ballers? Hey, woo, 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 woo. So last week we had our video meme contest. There were so many entries. You guys are just
So
brimming,
talented.
just brimming to the rim with freaking creativity, talent, humor. You guys are freaking hilarious. But so excited to be here. Hello. Hey, Omar. This contest was super awesome. Not only because it was round 2, but also because we had $3,500 pool prize. And we had a grand prize winner as well. So we have 6 winners. It was really difficult. Oh my God. There was like people that I was just like, oh, I can't pick between these 3. And we all met and we talked about it. And we really just enjoyed everyone's entries. Amazing job. Thank you for the time and effort. Do we want to go ahead and announce all the winners in a row right now? Or do we want to... Yeah, okay, we're going to go right for it.
Let's just mix things up, you know.
Let's
so
just, like,
mix
jump
things
right
up.
in, Cam.
We're
Trust
going
me,
to jump right in.
Pull it out.
Let me get this set up. Let me present screen.
Randy,
All
every
right.
time there's some new stuff out there. It's just really cool to see, you know.
Okay, and Kwan Ning, you'll be introducing the
Hey,
first.
look, it's another
Hey.
Cam.
Okay. Oh my gosh! Oh, I fucking love her. By the
You look
way,
just like her.
It's
We
the
watched-
Feb.
we watched Encanto
Oh,
like I don't
wow.
know. We used to watch it like 10 times a week. I freaking love
It's so
that.
good.
I love Disney.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, let me present screen. Hey, our intern. You want applesauce?
Oh.
Okay, let's get you
my
some applesauce.
God.
Okay, let me
So
present.
Feel I'm multitasking.
I know, making sure my baby's fed. Okay. Okay, you can see the Tetherball meme contest slide, right?
Oh, yes, I
Fabulous.
can.
Now we can.
Round 2.
Round 2.
Get ready, everybody. Just a small intro.
Bam-ba-dam.
Yeah, just a small intro here. We are a meme coin, but we're so much more than that. We're a community. But memes are the magic that fuels communities, bringing us endless laughs and spreading the Tetherball spirit far and wide. They're also educational. So this time we asked you to really flex your creative instincts and make GIFs and videos. And you went above and beyond. We had so many entries, but alas, we could only choose 5 winners and a grand prize winner who we're super excited about. Massive shout out to everyone who participated. Your memes were incredible, engaging, hilarious, and they embodied the heart and soul of our Tetherball family. We hope that you'll join our community and stay for the long adventure, because we're here to stay. Without further ado, I'm going to pass it to Kuan Ning to introduce the most entertaining meme.
Okay, this is a really hard one. We even like fight for like which one should be the winner on this category till the last second before this like live. So it's Jen.
Ooh. So this person was just,
Ooh,
oh
Jen.
goodness,
Okay.
wow.
I have to say, Candy Crush is just brilliant. Plus, Time to Crush It, it's just fantastic. Because my mom, until today, still every single night, she's playing Candy Crush. That really just got me.
This one is great.
Who can
Yeah.
make this a Tetherball Candy Crush? Because I'm obsessed.
Yeah, and there's a lot of effort, you know. Yeah.
Congrats, Jen. Okay,
Wait, and
and
it was fantastic.
Congrats, Jen.
popping over to Michelle to bring us into the most educational memes.
You got to share me. Where's the doc? I was looking for the doc. Did you share it with me? You think so I could?
Oh, I'll just go through. This category celebrates the memes that shared a bit more about who we love to meme. So we were looking at memes that really highlighted Tether, Tetherball, and Paulo, and bridged those connections. Yeah! Congrats, Jen. And this person just consistently shows up with the education. There were GIFs, there were videos, there were PNG files. It was just so incredible. Let's go through them right now. Oh, first of all, I love Mugatu, so hilarious. You've seen this person before. They were a contender in the last meme contest, and they just brought the fire again, repeatedly. Bam, bam, bam. Brought in a meme on Doge, Paulo, Tether, GIFs. We got a video in here, hilarious. It won't play right now, but that's all right. You can see it later. Even brought in Aladdin. I was like, that's so freaking clever. Your Majesty, I am Tetherball Coin. Hilarious. And the winner is Dave!
Woo!
Good Dave. Thank you for consistently making fire memes.
Yeah, Dave. Congrats, buddy.
Okay, passing it to Kuan Ning. Oh,
Okay,
sorry,
so
Michelle. But Kuan Ning, go ahead, Kuan Ning.
So okay, Michelle, do you want to do it? Yeah, Michelle can do it.
I don't have. I'd love to do it. I just don't have the list that we were going over before.
Oh, go ahead, Kuan Ning.
Have it. Go, Quanning. Just run it through it.
Okay, so the most creative one, it was just very gorgeous artwork, okay? And then we love different art style, what we see. And then like this one is very, very out of the box. So we love that you mentioned you are seeing Terrible everywhere, because we do too.
Oh, this is cool.
Wow. I didn't see that one.
That is really cool.
Right?
Hell yeah!
You know what?
Congratulations.
Randy, what you saying?
Oh yeah. I was gonna get to the OX coffee. Very nice. Is coffee here? I don't think I saw coffee in the comments.
OX Coffee. That's all right. We'll reach out to you after this.
Artist here,
I just
visual if you want to.
came across my mind that the sphere in Vegas is the perfect shape for tetherball, because it's round, and we should try to get that on there at some point.
We do actually, yeah, we definitely should. There have been already people putting the tetherball on the sphere now, and I'm in Vegas. Maybe I could hook that up somehow.
Well, maybe you could hook that up.
I'll be there in November.
Cool.
Let's hang out.
Woo! Let's do it.
Yeah, we can commission
Poppy.
people.
First IRL, like meet up with two of you.
Okay,
That's cool.
guys, we got 3 more awards to give
Thanks,
out.
Quanning, for the link. I got it.
Sweet. This goes to the best GIF. Do you want to go ahead, Michelle?
Sure, I could do it. The best GIF. This was awesome. So there were so many of these. Or I'm gonna get in trouble for GIFs. But this
I
one
don't
was
think so.
creative. And the design was completely from scratch. So we love this one, and I'm so excited. So we love to nod to Tether also. So this one was, go ahead, Cams.
Woo!
And way
The
to go!
computer
This is
has.
awesome. There's the winner. Congratulations.
Congrats, Falcon.
Falcon, not sure if you're here. We haven't met, but so exciting. This was really cool. Thank you for entering.
Do we have any gifts, or do we have any memes by like AI that people have done?
You know,
Maybe that's our next contest.
That's our next
Oh,
one.
that'd
yeah,
be
maybe we
great.
do it. Maybe we do a generative
Ooh.
AI one. How fun!
That would
Yes.
be cool. Generative AI.
Good idea. Okay. Okay, we got 2 more left. Now this was what we were super excited to have more video entries. Last contest we had a ton, so we're like, let's actually do a category that's video. So this video was super fire. We got a lot of features from different other meme coins. Elon makes an appearance, and it's just a whole journey of Tetherball going to the moon, and it's just so creative and fun. I hope this person's here, but let's check it out real quick. Only like 30 seconds.
Driving around.
Woo! That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen.
Keep going. Even George knows.
That was so good.
Woo! To the moon! Congratulations, Gio.
That is awesome.
Yeah, Geo. Get him, Geo. Before we do the next one, there was 2 years ago I was in a pilot, and they allowed me to wear a VV shirt in the pilot. Pavle Stanomarovich says, "Ask Randy what new movie he's in." And maybe if y'all can get some merch out, and I'll grab a shirt, and maybe I could wear that in the movie if they let me. I don't know if they will or not.
I've already designed some merch. I can send it right over to you.
Cams is
Okay,
ready.
we'll go from there. All right, on to the next one.
We got this is our last one, right? Cams, our
Yep.
big
Ultimate
prize winner.
The grand prize winner.
You want to do it? Go for it.
Sure. Yeah. The grand prize winner, just fucking fire. This goes to an incredibly talented individual who consistently brings us fire content in the form of memes, GIFs, videos, and we can definitely see their content on our website, our Substack, maybe on some merch someday. I'm just gonna go through some of their content. You probably already know who it is already, but wow, they made some fire stuff.
4,
This is just
3,
like
2, 1.
I had to. Oh shit! I accidentally kicked Cams. I had to remove that from the screen just because I'll get a copyright for the music.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Tell Cams to
okay.
come back in though. I accidentally kicked her. I didn't mean to kick her as well. But yeah, we'll get her
You're
back.
good.
Get her back on.
Randy. We know your heart, so you're good.
There's a question for you, Jenny, on the comments. This guy,
What is the question?
No, he's curious. What does Wall Street have to do with Bitcoin?
Oh, I'll answer that.
Does he not know the ETF?
I'll answer that. That might go into. I might combine that with Quan Ning's part 2.
Okay. Wait,
But,
do we?
Congrats, Amy.
Let's
Congrats,
go.
Amy. Cams, you actually got zonked out because of the audio.
Yeah, I couldn't have
Randy
the music in it.
accidentally
So
kicked
I went
you
to
out.
kick just the audio, but it accidentally kicked you too. I was like, oh, all right. So
Wow, Randy. I thought
I'm
we were
sorry.
besties.
I mean, it was
I'm
my
just
fault,
kidding.
but
Not besties no more.
But congrats, Tommy. We
Tommy,
love
thank
you.
Woo!
yeah,
A
that bridge.
thousand. A thousand.
Hey, Gio's here.
Yo, what's up,
Gio?
Gio? Hey,
Wait,
congrats.
Wait. Hello, everybody. Are we done with the contest?
Yep, that was it.
That's it.
Where
Oh
were
my
you?
God. No,
She
no,
was
no.
working.
She was
I
working.
didn't see. Okay, so you know how last month I had to make an exception for one extra winner? Okay.
Yeah.
So now you guys could tell this is not a setup. I was not involved with the contest thing because I was on a lockdown with other important stuff. So there was this one guy and he submitted his video. It's a long video about TBALL. And to me, I think it's so good. And he submitted on contest 1. And you know how I always said, fall 7 times, stand up 8, fall 8 times, stand up 9. He resubmitted again on the contest 2, and I didn't see him winning. So I am going to put out a Jenny Ta winning again,
Yay!
and we're gonna
Oh.
give him a winner too, because he did not give up. He took some time, and I knew that video is genuine, and it's a very similar to what Roaring Kitty does with movies. And so if you're listening, I know you know who you are. I think I'm gonna tweet his video out on my timeline. Okay, it's a good video. And so obviously, the ladies left me alone because I was on the lockdown. So
You
I
don't
did
want to
not
wake her
know.
up. You don't
No.
want.
Stop chatting.
Yeah.
Like the beast
So
and food. That's it.
yes, when the bear goes to sleep, you gotta let the bear go to sleep, right? So I'm wearing shorts with Kuan Ning too. So that's interesting. I could
like a
tell she's
little
wearing
mini
shorts
right there.
Exactly. So you
Like
only
a little
you
mini-me.
you only see the professional part. You're not seeing
That's
my
what was behind the
dog
curtain.
shorts.
What was behind
Behind
the
the curtain.
the velvet curtain they wanted to do?
Okay. So to that gentleman who submitted the video again for contest number 2, I'm giving you, maybe Cams and Michelle and Kwani come up with the title for it. It's pretty much about fall 7 times, stand up 8, fall 8 times, stand up 9. So you fell once, you didn't
Rocky Award.
didn't win. Yeah, in contest 1, but you didn't give up, and you were nice and courteous. You didn't get mad and start yelling like a crazy madman on Twitter, right? And you just asked politely that, how come I didn't win? Because I spent a lot of time on this, and I knew that he did. So I said, can you just resubmit it, and I'll make sure that you win. I got it, but then you didn't win. You see, so that means it's genuine. This contest went through judges, so I will make that exception. So it's a Jenny Ta winner right here live on screen. I'm giving you the winning ticket. Yes, Dammy, you did. Of course you did. Most of our memes are from you.
You won the
like-
grand prize, Tommy.
Yes, Dammy, you won the grand prize. Yes, the grand prize.
Yes.
Woo! So I'm gonna retweet that, and so you're the winner. I'm gonna retweet it right on my page. Thank you.
So we could share that. Yeah.
Yes. So we just added another winner.
Awesome.
Maybe to see who that one is. The Rocky Award.
I'm-
You fall down, you get back up again. Fall down,
Yes,
you get back up
I'm
again.
trying to find his. I'm trying to find his tweet right now. I mean, we got.
Kuan Ning, how'd you do that? How'd you get the hearts to come out of your face?
I know.
That's
It's
from my
it's-
heart.
Oh, it's from her heart.
Jenny was like,
I don't know what software that is. You have to have like the software
really?
for
It's
it, right?
just me? No, I don't. It's your software.
Ooh. lied. Okay, I'm just, instead of accidentally signing something that maybe I'm not gonna. Okay, this is why aliens don't talk to me. In the All right, so now that we have done the giveaways, so is this going to be a monthly thing for the giveaways? Is it going to be a quarterly thing? I know obviously now because we've launched, we're doing a bunch of this, but how often could we expect something like this?
You mean like the contest or the Jenny
Yeah.
special?
Yeah, the contest.
I saw that. The Jenny special. She just came up with that. That's a good one, Kwanding. Oh my god, the Jenny special. Okay.
Actually, we are here with the 1-2 punches. We have a giveaway space tomorrow. One of our community members, I don't know how to pronounce your name, girl, but Nanyarim.
Non-Urim, yeah.
Nanyarim. Your name is gorgeous. Your voice is gorgeous. We haven't met in person, but that's the beauty of Twitter. And meme coins. We can have friends in different countries. I know Randy kicked me out. And the Twitter space is tomorrow at 10 a.m. PST. That's 1 o'clock p.m. EST. It's going to be amazing. There's going to be games, giveaways of $1,000 USD tokens. So as far as giveaways, we might have 3, 4, 5 per month. We might have, and they're gonna actually come in different forms, right? Because we want to embody education. Michelle's been cooking something up in the back end with Jenny, and we have another giveaway that's coming up. It's not gonna be, it's USD value, but it's gonna actually be physical things. We're so excited. It might be book giveaways, it might be merch giveaways. But we have so much fun stuff coming up. We're gonna launch another flyer with more of the August events coming up. We're coming up on the end of July, right? Our community's already like, what's next? What's next? And we're like, don't worry, we're cooking. We're cooking. We stay cooking. So we'll launch that pretty soon here. Give us a second. We're recovering we're recovering from like lack of sleep and launching the token and slapping back at haters. So congrats to all the meme contest winners. We're gonna have a ticker contest coming up. I haven't launched it. I didn't launch it today because I had to catch up with the design. So maybe launching tomorrow, sometime this week, we're gonna launch the ticker contest where we want you to put TBALL all over the TL and memes, videos, GIFs, GIFs if you're in that camp. And then also we're gonna have some more upcoming spaces. We're actually talking with a lot of partnerships right now, like really big brands in Web3. We're cooking. We just gotta get them all settled. As you know, we're a team that really prides ourselves in intentionality and making sure we do our due diligence, and that we're partnering with who we think will help push our community forward. And so we're very excited to announce some of the spaces we're having. Tetherball's going to the metaverse on Wednesday with our community member Peg, who represents SheFi. She's gonna drop a teaser. You'll see that. But literally, you'll have your avatar in the metaverse and you'll be walking around in a fire tetherball space where tetherball is everywhere around you.
So cool.
You have the RSVP on Eventbrite for the VR part, for the metaverse part. We can come to the space as well if you don't want to come interact with our cool avatars. So we got some shit coming up. We've got some stuff on the timeline coming up. You'll just keep checking out what Tetherball is sharing. And yeah. So to answer your question, we are bringing some more giveaways for sure.
Awesome. So I guess on I forget what the big metaverse. What's the one where you can kind of do like anything in the metaverse? It's not like AI metaverse, but it's you can like skateboard on there. Sanjay, Mr. MC1, he goes in there a lot. I forget what he's got, like a pad in there. He's got like artwork on the walls.
There's Spatial, Decentraland,
yeah, that's what
Audacity. Yeah, Spatial's pretty cool. They have an art gallery you can have too. Shut up. Let's put our memes in Spatial.
Yes.
I haven't shared
the
that.
Memes should go in. I feel like you guys should have a museum, like the winners of the contest. Be like, here was the first winner. Here's all these. And then I think buying land in whether it's Earth 2, whether it's VVverse, whenever they do that, I feel like at some point buying land and having people like, hey, and people can develop whatever they want, but then charging, like $1 or whatever, or a tether, or a couple tetherball to be like, hey, now you can play this game, maybe like a play to earn, play to burn type of thing. Well, I'm not burn because we don't do that, but play to earn. I don't know. I just got a lot of ideas. I don't know if any of them are good. I just think that'd be fun. On the
Okay, go ahead, Randy.
oh,
I
on
thought
the
I was
other-
muted. I was muted. Sorry, I was saying, yeah, Randy, go ahead. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, okay, sorry. On the news around the world, we had a kind of an upsetting resolution to the Venezuelan election. Are you guys memeing that, or is that something that's like it's kind of hard to meme a tetherball up to?
Quanning has an answer for this. Go, Quanning.
Go for it.
We don't go political.
Okay,
Is that it? Yeah, we don't go political.
copy
Yeah.
that.
She actually said that earlier today. We don't do political in our group chat. Whenever I hear it like in my sleep, Quanning, we don't do political. Okay, Quanning.
I was like, wait, why everybody's pointing at me? I'm like, okay, is that the answer? I think it's the answer.
Okay.
Yes, that's
Well,
the
well, we
answer.
got to meme the Olympics though. We got to meme that. Is there a tetherball?
might.
Olympics?
That
Oh
we
yeah,
should do.
Olympics.
Olympics,
we
we should
would
be
do.
doing the Olympics.
We would do the sports, like not gymnastic because it doesn't have like a
ball in
ball in it.
Yeah.
But basketball, anything that has a ball, we're gonna meme that. Yeah, and Cam, that would be a good
Yeah,
contest too.
sports was a big
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Getting
we could do a sports memeing contest that has nothing to do with tether. Is just gonna be sports, like any sports that has a ball, baseball, basketball, anything
Golf.
like that. Yeah, that would be super cool.
Randy, you should submit your entry, but no guarantee.
Okay.
Your idea, you should,
Oh, I love tennis.
Same.
Yes, tennis would be good. Again,
Mo-
any sports having a ball, then we would love them to meme that. Yeah, but
Yeah.
gymnastic, there's no ball in there, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's no tetherball? Like tetherball's not an Olympic sport, right?
No, I already Googled that before
Okay.
Olympic. I was already Googling.
Should
it.
be. No.
Yeah.
No,
not. Not.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be a fun meme. Be like, why aren't I an Olympic sport yet?
Mhm.
We
There you
can-
go. Should make me an Olympic sport. What's that?
Yeah.
What's the one Olympic sport that they have the ball and they on the ice and they try to smooth the ice and they're pushing it all the way down the ice? It's almost like shuffleboard, but it's not.
Yeah.
is
I don't
that
know what that's called.
And there's like two people on each team.
Yeah.
Or
they're-
three people,
looks like
and they
they're
go
doing
in
a
front
shake
of it
weight.
and they push it, shove it, and they're trying to knock it out of the. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but
Yeah.
that's an Olympic sport. So tetherball should be an Olympic sport.
Yeah. And that's not even a ball either. They have these like giant, almost look like teapots, and they
Right. It looks like a teapot going down the ice.
yeah.
The lane.
Uh-huh.
Quanting, have you seen that?
I was like, are you talking about hockey? But you must know hockey.
Not hockey. No, it's definitely
Yeah.
not hockey. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, please put it in the chat. It's an Olympic sport, and there's usually three players, and they compete against each other, the teams, and they shove one big like bowling ball or
Oh, curling.
curling. That's it, curling.
Girl, she looks so serious.
And they throw that down there and they get in front of it and they clear the ice and make it smooth and it goes faster, I guess. I don't know. Curling. That's
Interesting.
an Olympic sport.
Yeah. Mopping up all the
Mopping up
ice.
in front of the ice.
Then hockey comes next because everything is.
Puck.
Oh, who is that?
Tetherball. I heard
Gotta mute everyone.
tetherball.
Sorry, there's this other video, but I think I get it now. It looks really good, but I think the reason why it didn't win because it wasn't interactive. It just
Which one
a
are you
guy
talking
with.
about?
Is this one?
Turn it upright. It's sideways. There you go. Oh, Cam, did you see that one? Yeah.
But it's a video, but it's just the guy doesn't move. It's just the flags.
Flag
So
wave.
I get why it didn't win. If the actual guy moved, well, actually, I mean, I just retweeted on my page. there is this other guy behind it that it's moving. He's dancing, but it's just the forefront guy isn't moving. Maybe that's why he didn't win. So I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, which one is your pick that for your guy, for your pick?
I just retweeted
Just
on my
tweeted it?
page.
Let me look.
Yeah. Yeah. I just retweeted on my page, and I said, you know, you won the Jenny Special Awards.
The Jenny
Go on and name that the Jenny Special Awards. So there you
Yeah.
go.
You won
Okay.
the Jenny Special Awards. LOL. There it is.
Yep.
Itachi MSSG.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that the name?
Okay. So
That's the name. Yeah.
yeah. So I had a question. Someone asked me in DM. They said they didn't understand what was the purpose that I brought up about Tether, about Bitcoin, about
Oh, I love
Coinbase.
this one. Sorry.
Yeah, about Coinbase and stuff like that. I think the purpose, it was a part 1, but I'm not going to share the part 2. I think the part 2 is more private. So I'm going to see if I'm going to share that another day. Okay. But the part 1, I think the reason why I share about that is to basically let everyone know, or at least the people who watches the show or follow us, um, is that what you see on the surface may not be actual, right? So, you know, what you see that the big guns are pumping Bitcoin, they might pump it for you to buy it, but on behind the scenes, they're the one who's selling it to benefit their own, um, you know, their own initiatives. Okay, let's just call it that way. Their own initiatives. Okay, so at the end of the day, TBALL is pretty much an innocent meme crypto. Okay. Um, and so if anyone were to ask, you know, centralized or decentralized, we've shared that besides Bitcoin and Dogecoin, everything is centralized. Okay, so we're no different. Okay, so I wanted to share that as a scoop, as a fact, because those are facts that um you know, big guns like Binance, Coinbase, Tether, they utilize, and the same thing is on Wall Street too. Okay, Wall Street, they do that too. So it's the name of the game that even though you hear them tout that, you know, Bitcoin and stuff like that, that doesn't mean that they're really holding the bag. They're touting it so for you to FOMO or YOLO, but at the end of the day, they're dumping it. So I just wanted to share that too as well. So that's it.
I like the what we were talking about before, not paying to go on centralized exchanges, and the tetherball doesn't pay for sex. That'd
Yes,
be a great meme.
that is okay. Somebody, okay, Dami, did you hear that? This is a little bit
Other
over
people does not
18.
pay for sex.
Thank
I would want that. I want that. Do you, any our meme community, like, you know, tetherball doesn't pay for sex, but you spell sex with CEX. Okay. And another meme would be tetherball doesn't pay to play. I mean, if you're thinking about over 18, we'll play if it's true love. Okay. We ain't paying, you know, to play, if you get what I'm saying. So it's a little bit more over 18. But Dami or any of our Dave, you guys hear that? You guys get that? I'm sure you guys do. Those are 2 great memes that Randy just shared with us.
That was from the mind of Cams, I believe.
Yeah.
And
Kim's.
we'll go and get that bread. There's every now and then you have a whether and it starts with whether you're cells, whether you're an animal or humans. Every time you see a bigger organism or a bigger community, sometimes it's intimidating. Is there, let's say you try to do a collab with, let's say, like the cat community, they're about cats, and obviously one of the things that cats like to play with is balls on strings, such as tetherball. Whether it's them or it's another animal that you guys collab with, what if they try to take over? What if they try to go and buy so much of the supply and be like, I am the tethered ball now, from that Tom Hanks movie. Is there any way to try to stop that? What if they try and go and get like 30% of the supply?
Well, now, Randy, that question's kind of leading back to the part 2 of Quan Ning's question.
Just say
So
it,
then you
Jenny.
literally accidentally brought out the part
Triggered it.
2,
Yeah.
figure it out. So let me just answer it this way. Hi. Okay. So how am I going to say this? We have 25 minutes. I'm going to try to say this hopefully in 5. What happened to Quan Ning?
I didn't do it.
Randy didn't like
Uh-oh.
her
I
smile.
swear.
Randy didn't like her smile.
Randy, stop kicking people out.
Randy
Okay.
knocked her out.
So yeah. So anyway, what I was answering her part 2. It would be funny that she's not here. Okay,
she's back.
Okay.
She's back.
So here's the thing. Randy, on most meme coins, can you confirm with me? Let's just use the Omni because you should know the Omni token most, right?
Oh, OMI, yes, 100%. I know more about OMI than 99.999%. Yeah.
Okay. So how much? Okay, so the total supply,
Mhm.
right? So how much of the total supply is in circulation?
All of it. So 310 billion. It's all in circulating supply. Now, some of which are held by the team, but their vesting period is over. So they could sell it if they wanted. So some is held by the team, some is held by the business development wallet. But as far as it being like locked up, no, it's all in circulating supply.
Okay, so let me repeat the question.
Mm-hmm.
Circulating supply meaning that it's in the public.
Okay,
Not
so
what
not
you
part of the
hold.
team.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Okay. So circulating supply, that's why it's called circulating. Circulating supply is the number of tokens that are in the public, like on the market, in the market. Because
On exchanges?
on exchanges or in the market, because let's say if you have 300, let's just say you have 300 billion, right?
310, but yes.
310 billion. How many percentage of that is holding by insiders, by holding by people like from your team, like marketing? Do you guys split it out like us, like marketing, tech? Do you guys have that?
So I guess just to be upfront, I don't work for the team. I'm just really close with them,
Okay.
but I know it. So about 30%, I would say, is held by either the team or anyone on the team and the business development wallet. The rest of them it is held by people not a part of the team. They're not part of the company. And when you go and you talk about taking it further, what's on exchanges, there is not a lot on exchanges. There's maybe, I would say 3% is on exchanges right now.
Okay.
Most of the
Okay.
rest of people have it in their wallets on self-custody.
Okay. So that means that the percentage of circulation is actually 3%, not 100%, because 97% of it are held by either your team or other people.
Yes, it's so 30% is held by the team and the business development wallet, and then you have just regular Joe Sixpack. They have it, but they just put it in self-custody. They just don't keep it on exchanges. So if I wanted to right now, I could chuck 200 million on exchanges, add a little bit of liquidity, but I don't want to sell my I don't want to sell my tokens.
Okay,
So I'm keeping it.
gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me go back to, can a whale or whatever buy like 30% or whatever? They could, but let me answer in a form of Bitcoin. You know how Bitcoin, we have halving every 4 years,
Mhm.
and so every 4 years through the halving, it releases out more Bitcoins.
Mhm.
Okay, so there's articles on Google that says by X amount of years, I think it's another 50 or 100 years, to be honest, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, okay? But I believe from what I've read that it's not going to be another 50 or 100 years that the full 21 million supply will totally be out in circulation, right?
Yeah, the
I
mining.
just explained what circulations mean. So
Yeah.
while we all talk about Bitcoin has 21 million supply, but all 21 million is not in circulation yet. Circulations, again, either on exchanges or it's being held by people already. So part of the 21 million are still being locked up for, halvings to come, right? So my point is, I'm trying to always try to find a way to answer it so it's not too technical to
Yep.
understand. So, um, a tokenomics, like meme coins or whatever, they have a percentage that for liquidity pool, right? Randy, liquidity pool, right?
Yeah.
So for the Tether ball, we have 20% liquidity pool. Okay. So that's for the market. And we're releasing that slowly. Okay. So right now we've just released 1% of our liquidity pool into the market. So you can buy and sell whatever it is the case may be. Hi. Okay. So so 1% of of our total supply, if someone wants to buy maximum, okay, that is about 8.8 million tokens. So they really can't buy 30%,
Yeah.
right? So we've only released it 1%. And that's the reason why we're doing it, is to protect the community from a large whale of some sort and just go in and buy 30% or something. But even if we were to release a maximum of the 20% for liquidity pool, the maximum that anyone can buy is 20%.
Yeah.
Right? They can't really buy 21% because we don't have it. Now, it would be more than that because our entire supply is 888 million. So if Michelle sells some, so whatever we're gonna give to the big whales that bought our private pre-sale, if they sell some, so it's gonna be on top of the 20%. You getting me?
Yeah.
Okay. So so to start out right now, we've only released 1%. Okay. So then as we release more, we can release another 1%, a couple months later. And then, let's just say some of our ambassadors, we're gonna give them some tokens, right? And our airdrops, we're gonna give them some tokens. So let's just say everybody sells them. Let's just say that's another 1%. And then now we have 2% in the market. So we're trying to build liquidity based upon demand and supply. Okay. We're on a decentralized exchange. And I would gladly go further the difference between our approach versus that of a token that literally give a centralized exchange like Bitmark or Coinbase, which the Omni token did. I'm assuming, not assume, but I'm pretty sure 99.99% that when you go through Bitmark, because I do know Bitmark, I have them on dial. Okay, so you got to pay them at least $50,000, if not higher, in cash. Okay, cash would be USDT or USDC, and then you got to give them a bag of your Omni token. Okay, and we wrote about that in the research paper. While why that is horrible, it's bad. Okay, but TBALL is built different. We're not saying that what the Omni does or what all the other people are doing are bad, right? We're not saying that, okay? But we're just saying that for us, when we look at those strategies, to us, it's bad. And that's why it's bad. And that's why we're not going to follow the herd. You heard about the phrase, follow the herd. We're not. And if you want to understand why it's bad, go to our analytical research paper. It's under the section Market maker, and liquidity. There is a section about that. And as you know, I was a former market maker, so I know what I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
obviously, you guys out there know that those sections on the analytical piece of paper, of course, I wrote it. Okay. So we all share different sections. And so about market making, about liquidity, I wrote those sections. So anyone want to come at me, baby. But you got to be prepared.
We need to get
You're
like
not going to
tetherball
come at
boxing
me.
gloves.
Exactly. Because it's not going to be easy for you to take me down, especially if I put it in writing. There you go.
I'm glad for the explanation why that, because there's whether it was 4chan or the cat or a lot of other coins I worked with. Typically, what happens is, let's say like MEXC, that's one I'm most familiar with. You do the 50,000 and then 30,000 in tokens or whatever, and then they'll airdrop the 30,000 tokens to the people that hold MEXC. And people that are unfamiliar with the project, that don't really know anything about it, they're like, I don't know what this is, and they just sell it. So it just causes a lot of downward pressure. But obviously, when you have the renegade list and they have to go into the market and buy it, obviously that's really good for the token, because then obviously it's so. I understand the plans. I understand the ideas of it. In the short term, it'll be like picking Charmander for Pokemon. Short game, it's a little harder because you have to get that volume. You have to get that volume naturally. But then obviously when you evolve into a Charizard, things just kind of come a lot easier.
Yep. And we believe our strategy is going to work out well. We're building it grassroots and organic. And basically is TBALL is for the people, by the people. It's not for whales, by whales. Okay. So yeah, so eventually like Bitcoin, we actually TBALL actually mimic Bitcoin. If anything else, we talk a lot about Bitcoin in our analytical research, and we're gonna mimic Bitcoin. The only thing that is different is Bitcoin is an OG. We're a meme, but we're gonna have utilities. Bitcoin will not. So there's a lot of pro and cons between the two. Maybe one of these days, couple years later, we might even have some politicians talk about TBALL, right? Because they're kids or whatever,
I'm
because
sure you will.
yeah. So anyway, it's all
Yeah,
fun.
probably much sooner. Probably I'd say by the time we get into Vegas, we could probably have one or two on there. Yeah.
Wait, are we going to Vegas? Did I miss that too when I was sleeping?
Yeah.
Did you guys plan to go to Vegas without me?
Which one of y'all is in it? Cam's, right? Cam,
Would
you live in
never
Vegas?
go to Vegas without you, Jenny. But yeah,
Oh
go
my
to Vegas.
god.
I'll be in there in November.
Play.
I'll be there in November, so I feel like that would be a good time to have a tetherball meetup.
Aha.
That would be
Good
really-
In
weather.
Vegas. Wow.
My house will be decked out in Christmas decorations.
It
So
won't be so hot. We
Oh,
can go. We won't melt.
yeah, it's gonna be
Awesome.
nice. Like
Let's
70s,
see if
80s.
the team can fly Kwan Ning over. I don't think she's ever been to Vegas. You gotta
Ooh.
go to
Yes.
Vegas, Kwan Ning.
Like I mentioned, I
Vegas
never.
is
Yeah.
it's a lot more fun than Hawaii. Trust me.
It's sexy here for sure. There's lots to
Yes.
do.
Sexy there.
Yes,
100%.
definitely.
I've never been to casino too, right? Last time I mentioned so.
You've never been to a casino? No, that's right. Oh,
Yeah. The first
But the
casino you go to has to be here.
She might go buck wild though, being Jenny
Yeah.
as little mini me.
Yeah.
She may go
Yeah.
crazy. Come on. She'll go to
Exactly.
that casino. She'll be like,
Well,
wow, this is
Well, we
fun.
match well because I'm also not a gambler. But even though I'm not a gambler, but I do sit at like blackjack tables, and how I play is like I mean the dealers would hate me. Here's how I play. Right, this is fun. I know we have 10, 12 minutes, but this is fun, which is fun day. So I come to a blackjack table, and I would put out chips. That's about like let's just say $2,000 to $3,000. So everybody on the table can say, "Oh, she's a big shot." There's a trick. There's a trick. You know how Jenny taught you. There's a trick, right? So I sit down, put up the chip, and so they would have to exchange me. Either I put out Benjamins, which is cash, or I put out big chip, and they would exchange me to little chips. So everybody on the table would see that she just put down $2,000 or like $3,000. But then there's a trick. So then what happens on the blackjack table is that, and I'm not a pro. I don't read cards or anything. I just go by luck. But I have the same exact strategy, and 9 out of 10 times, I always walk away the winner. And here's why. So we sit down. See, Cam's looking at now. So I sit down, and they would deal, and usually, every single time, I would lose money. I would go from 2,000. I would be in the reds like 500, right? So then, but I know because I have friends who are dealers at Vegas, and they told me some tricks. Okay, and it is all rigged. It's all rigged. The cards on the back, and even they have internal system that the machine. You know how, Cam? You know how they put this thing in the cards, and they have machines in there that they could literally. That's why you don't see all the cards. You only see the piece at the front, because inside they have kind of like robots, and they could literally move cards around that you don't see. Okay, so that's why, so because they have to move it, like when playing blackjack, the dealer doesn't know if we want to hit or we want to pass. You get what I'm saying? So then I would tend to lose, and then my friend was telling me that they would have to let you win, Jenny. And then they will let you win, and then they're gonna hammer you after you, like I go from 2,000 down to 1,500. Okay, so my friend was telling me this. You're gonna go down. It's everything you gotta learn. Okay, so I tested out, and it was all correct. So 2,000 go down to 1,500. To some people, they would have panicked, and then they say, Jenny, stay calm, just keep doing it. And then he was right. So I go back up, and I said, do I go back up above my 2,000 or what? They say, yeah, you're going to go up above. They're going to give you back, maybe they're going to let you make profit like maybe 300 to 500 on a 2,000, right? And so that's when I get out. so when
you
they
just go to
take me back up, yes,
thing and make
yes,
300
because
bucks
I
pop, and then you
yes,
walk out with like your
yes,
money.
because I knew they're gonna deal me cards. Because
I'm
if I
going
keep
with
losing,
her.
I might leave, because they want to take my entire 2,000. Remember that.
Right.
So
right.
they've already taken me down 500. So if I go further, I might say, you know what, forget this, I'm leaving. So I might leave at 500, and they would lose that 1,500 that they could get from me. So they're gonna turn around and let me win. So I'm gonna go back to even, and then they're gonna give me up 100. Oh my God, I'm up 300. And usually, for addicted gamblers, when they go up like that, they never leave. My friend told me. He said, Jenny, the psychology is they never leave because they think that it's gonna go to 3,000, 4,000. But I'm not an addicted gambler. I just want my 500, go buy myself like a Louis Vuitton or something. So when it's up to like 400 or 500, and then I pretend my phone would have ring, I say, oh, damn it, my friend's calling me. So I'll come back. But I never come back. I would take all of my chips and then you see, so I won $500. And that works for me. It's not big, but I'm not there to play big. I'm there to have fun, to test what my friends say, and it's happened every single time. But he did tell me you got to put down big chips, because that's how they're gonna move the car on the back to gear towards you. Okay, because you're a new player, but you got to have the strength to leave, and so that's the trick. Don't anybody use it. I'm not teaching anybody to gamble. Okay, it just could be me, but it works for me. But anyway, Randy.
That's probably why you're such a good investor, because a lot of people, they don't take profits. A lot of people will
Right.
type like, no, it's gonna keep going up, it's gonna go to the
Yep.
moon, and then they'll put in more money, and then it goes down. Like, no, I had that good feeling before, I'll go. Yeah, people tend to do the opposite of what you're supposed to do. Instead of buying low and sell high, they'll buy high hoping it goes higher, and then it doesn't go higher.
Yeah. And now you guys understand why I always eat so good. Like, fine dining, $1,000 for 2 people. Quan Ning can testify.
Cams and I
because
know as well.
yes,
Mhm.
Cams and Michelle know, but
We
there's
know
3
too.
people. I said 2 people. But yes, and I missed you guys. I want to do that again.
Oh,
I
we had
miss
so
you
much
guys.
fun.
Yeah, because
Food
it's
kept
like
coming.
God gave me free money. So Quan Ning, when you're in Las Vegas, you come with me, and we're gonna test that out. Okay.
There you
But
go.
with Quan Ning there, I think I might need to put down $5,000.
Yeah.
or something, you know.
And
So
we're
anyway.
Asian, you know, they assume.
Exactly.
They
Yes,
assume,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You'll have that beginner's luck too. So like the first thing you do, you might be up like a couple grand, like whatever, like the first hand or first slot you play, just because that beginner's luck tends to happen. So as long as you just you cut that quick.
And
you should be
actually,
okay.
Randy,
Yeah.
you're right, because not all the time that I would go down first and go back up, but sometimes my 2000 I would go up to like 23 or 2500, and if that happened, trust me, I'll leave then too. I said my phone's, oh my god, somebody call me, excuse me, I'm gonna come back, but I gotta leave now to answer this, and then I take all my chips with me and I never come back.
You never
They
go back.
hate that.
Smart. They
But
hate
yes, the
the next
dealers hate
level.
that. But there's nothing that you could do, because that's sort of kind of like a loophole. I don't know, but I'm not an addicted gambler, so I would leave. Like $500, oh, that could get you a really nice meal. So you better bet your life on it. I'm taking the 500 and I'm going to dinner with that.
Yeah. I
So
think the Venetian has all you can eat for like $75, and they have like really good. They have really good stuff there.
yes. Actually, there's another one that buffets over there are getting very expensive. There's
Yeah.
one that I went to, it was already at $150.
I
Oh
was
my
watching
God.
on this YouTube channel, this guy, he goes around at all these buffets, and I was just watching the other day, and he went to one in Vegas, and it was like all you could eat, the crab meat, the seafood alone. I was like, oh my God, how much does something like that cost? I was starving after watching this thing. I'm like, this is insane. I need to go find some seafood somewhere. But I couldn't believe it. I'm like, they couldn't possibly be doing all that for, like, it couldn't be cheap. I may say cheap, like under $100, but it looked amazing.
Well, in LA, if you guys go to LA, there is you eat unlimited lobster, like unlimited, and it's $150.
Yeah.
But unlimited lobster, like lobster. But how many lobster tail can you eat, right?
Yeah, that's what
So
I'm saying. Like, I can
they've
do unlimited
already
crab meat.
calculated in there.
I'll force
I can do
Yeah.
crab
myself.
legs, but
I'm paying $150 for something. I'm getting my money's worth.
Well, we
So
didn't talk much
Jackie.
about tetherball today, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Before we go today,
So-
maybe Cams, you could run down our list of this week again of like what's
Oh
happening,
yeah, that's the next.
Twitter Spaces and our next show, and then probably Wealth and Wine Down. We're gonna do another one this week too. So yeah, we are. I'm just telling my co-host, yeah, we are. Probably on Thursday or Friday. We gotta do another one. Go for it.
Yay. So this concludes our events today, but tomorrow, July 31st, Wednesday, at 10 a.m. PST, we have Nonyurim's, sorry, Nonyurim, I don't know if I'm saying your name right. We have the Tetherball Tavern, where it's gonna be games, prizes, $1,000 giveaway, behind the scenes of how memes are created. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So we're gonna, some of us are gonna be there. A lot of our community members are gonna be there. Come join the community. We have a Twitter community right on Tetherball. You go to the page, it's right at the top. In the bio area, join the community, and also look out for all the Tetherball memes. Hit that bell for notifications, and then right after that, at 12 o'clock p.m. PST, we have a metaverse space, hybrid metaverse and Twitter space. So you can join on Twitter Spaces or in the metaverse. It's also shared. It's shared by Pegmore, a SheFi community member, also a member of Audacity, which is a women-led metaverse. Super exciting. There's a teaser on our page already where you can walk through. And you can see all the tetherball everywhere. It's like you're walking into a club in Vegas, actually. Which, oh my God, I'm so excited. We have to go to Excess. It's like so lit there. But there's so many places we have to go for Las Vegas. For dancing, hiking, biking. There's beautiful places to bike. And then let's see. We're gonna have a Wealth and Wine Down live stream, so come join us. I don't know who we're gonna have or what's gonna happen. It's a surprise for everybody. Oh, go ahead, Jenny.
Well, you guys remember I'm on a lockdown on Thursday. I'm in
Well, whenever,
LA.
whatever
Friday.
day,
Okay.
whatever day,
And so-
we'll pick it. We haven't decided yet because she just found out about it right now.
Yeah,
Like,
we're gonna
oh,
actually have
okay.
mine this time.
So-
I just told her
so
we're gonna
then-
do another one.
Yeah.
So then
we're
I
gonna
was
have mine.
thinking with
Go ahead.
Randy's, just 4 of us, but with Wealth and Wine, maybe we could start inviting some of our community ambassadors on.
Yes,
Yeah.
we were
know,
talking about that
and
already.
just in case if they're listening, if you're shy, you can still come on and keep your PFP. All four of us can show our faces. If you guys want to just keep your PFP, we're good with that. So you could just share using your voice. That's also fine too. So we
Yeah.
will eventually invite anyone who might be interested to join us.
I've had a couple people on that I've just had them on with a mask, and they wear one of those like Rey Mysterio wrestling masks, and I was like, oh, hey, friend. So yeah, by all means, whatever makes them feel comfortable. I am
Cool.
no stranger to that. Also, I would say that when we go to we should do a live stream in Vegas when we go there. We could do. Kev's so excited. All right, to the 420 people that are here, #Blaze it. I love you all. Until next time. Do we have a schedule for next time with us?
We'll talk to you offline. We
Copy
need
that.
to probably rearrange some schedules this weekend, and then we'll let you know next week. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you,
Trying to do
Randy.
the hard bit. All right.
Yes.
Bye, guys. Meow, meow, meow.
Woo.
And we